Hello again everyone, how are you all? Hope you're all well. Everyone knows by now, I really like my Spectrum, I really do. I love everything about it, it's so nostalgic for me. A lot of my childhood was spent pretty much just waiting for games to load. Or, you know, reloading them again when they crashed. But, round about 92, 93, we got an Amiga for Christmas. It wasn't this one. We got the Amiga 600 for Christmas, but ever since then I've always liked the Amiga. I really have. From going from the Spectrum to the Amiga round about that time was one hell of a jump, and I always remember looking for the graphics and the 3D games and the everything you could do with the Amiga. I thought was amazing. This one here is my daily Amiga. It really is. It's a daily drive that I have. It's got WHD load in it. It's got accelerator board in it. It's been recapped, everything, you know. It's good to go for a long while, this one, and I absolutely love it. So to have the Spectrum Amiga on the same desk, I absolutely love. But at the time, we used to get magazines like this, Nintendo Power, and you'd always get little bits of like things to come in the future and stuff like that. And we always started, well, we started to see glimpses of a CD-based Amiga, and that really got us excited. That did. And then we'd read up on the specs of it. We'd read up on the games that are going to come out of it. And you know what I mean? I've got 5 brothers, yeah. So we used to debate this all the time of how much better this was going to be, who was going to own it, who was going to be bought for, all the rest of it like that. God, look at that Putty Squad. Could you remember that game? The weird thing is, looking at this one now, because I bought this in a bundle, I'm sure I remember picking this one up, this actual copy, because I remember looking at it going into a shop and then bugging my dad all the way around until he eventually bought it on the way out the shop. You know what I mean? The little newsagent bit at the front. And the discs were always taped on, weren't they, over here. And going back and playing. Oh, that's what I miss about demos. Even the PlayStation had great demos, PlayStation 1. And you played the same level over and over again. It's weird when you got the full game, isn't it? And you're like, bloody hell, there's more to the game than this. Anyway, I'm going over a tangent here. Great memories, great memories. But yeah, we always used to see, this must be quite late because I'm sure this magazine 1994. So very late in the life of the actual Amiga. It's kind of like very late. They were on the way out the door, if not out already. But yeah, we've got an Amiga cd32, and there used to be full page spreads about it, talking about the specs, talking about everything. You can get a box one here for £239 with 6 extra games. I'll tell you what, if you can go back in time, go back and buy some of these expansion modules for 200 quid. Minted now, you really would. But anyway, we used to argue over how great it was going to be. We used to bug my dad, and he'd say, yeah, we'll buy one. We'll buy one. Never did. Never did. I can understand now as a parent myself, you say things to basically get your kids quiet. We've never really an intention to buy it. Just, as a kid, you didn't have a concept of money though, did you really? Not like you do now. So, what was it at the time? When it first came out, it would have been like 300 quid, which is a lot of money. So just not feasible. Plus, they were pretty much discontinued very, very soon after. So, time went on. We forgot all about it. As happens, you grow up and you forget. And then I got back into collecting again, and I found some of these magazines and found some of those articles, and it sparked it all off again of the desire to get one of these CD32s. But by that point, prices of anything Amiga is going up and up bloody daily by the same, you know, way it feels like it. But about beginning of 2019, one came up locally, and I thought it was a very reasonable price considering what they are going for now. And it was delivered to my house with the pad, with the power supply, an extra laser, which I'll get into in a minute, and the actual CD32. So here we are. Here is my Amiga CD32. And the moment this turned up at the door, it was like one of those dreams coming true kind of a holy grail item this was to me. I'd never even seen one in the flesh until it was dropped off at my house. So when he handed it to me, I was like, I really like this. Should have got a room. Anyway, it is nice. It really is nice. It's got faults. The faults this has is leaking capacitors, which unfortunately has affected most of the Amiga 600, 1200s and cd32s and, you know, other things. They did cheap out when it comes to the capacitors. So if you have one, invest the money and get the capacitors changed. And that's what we're going to get onto now, because I've been talking to a mate of mine, and he's got his own YouTube channel called 8-Bit Retro Refix. And we got talking backwards and forwards and everything else. On his channel, he fixes up old computers, consoles, recaps things, repair videos, stuff like that. So if you need any help, like fixing, mostly Commodore, we're not going to hold that against him. I haven't seen him do much Spectrum. I have to change that. But maybe you don't have to do much Spectrum because they never break down. Spectrum's better. Just going to say it now. Anyway, before I actually annoy him, yeah, his channel is great. If you need any hints, tips or anything, he's always very active in the chat as well. So if you've got a question, he's more than happy to help as well. He's also did a comparison of the SID chips, the new SID chips for the Commodore 64, which one sounds better. Very good videos, that one. And I think he started to branch out into homebrew games and stuff like that. I'm sure he did a video where he loaded a game from a vinyl record. So yeah, that's 8-Bit Retro Refix. I will leave a link in the comments below. So yeah, go over there, check him out, go and give him a sub and give him your support. But what's going to happen is I'm going to be sending this off to him, and he's going to do a video recapping it all and changing the laser, which I've got here. Because this does work at the moment, but it's intermittent. It doesn't work all the time. And it's just as future-proof, and really it's best just to get it done and get it fixed. I'm grateful that he's offered to do it for me, and I'm looking forward to, because once he's done the video I can watch it, and then he's going to send it back to me, and then I'm going to go and actually do some gameplay videos, which I think is great, because I've never really played games on this. I do, if you've noticed as well, it has got the expansion port missing at the back. There's a reason for that. I've also got a disk drive that fits over the top. It can only play Amiga 500 games, but I may put a GoTech in it or something like that, just to... But I think the only problem with that is it sits right over here and it covers up the logo. So I don't know. I really don't know. It didn't come with a port to cover it back over, so let's see. It just had the expansion thing. Oh, while I was talking about the cd32, we can't not talk about the pad as well. I know people don't like it. I get it. It's not the best pad in the world. The D-pad has issues and it fails really easily. But to me, if you're going to play the cd32, you've got to play it with this. Because if you're just going to play it with a SNES pad, or, you know what I mean, a Mega Drive pad or whatever, that's what just be playing them. To me, I need to have the pad. I like it. You don't have to. Don't kill me in the comments. But I like the pad. It's part of it. Yeah. Oh, hang on. I did see something else in here as I was flicking through, because I was looking for Kid Chaos. Look at that one. I shouldn't really have picked this up, because I've just been flicking through, looking at all different games as I've been going. Yeah, this is dangerous. I need to put this down. But anyway, what I was going to say is... Oh, look at that. Speaking joystick. $13.99. Oh, hang on. cd32 joysticks. $16.99. Wish they were that price now. Right, sorry, I'm just reading again. Right, what I want to say as well is, I know that Amiga failed and everything else, and there's, I'm sure Lady Decade just did a video about this, but it was really cool to actually see it in a picture in one of these magazines. But it's this CD-based add-on for the Amiga 1200. I mean, come on, the Amiga 1200 is big enough as it is. Sticking that on the end of it as well. Yeah, because somebody found one of these, a prototype of the actual CD add-on. And I'm sure it's in a museum somewhere now. But yeah, I'll leave a link to Lady Decade's one, because that's just the last video I remember seeing about it. So if you want to see some history about the cd32 add-on, go over to her and check her out. Because it doesn't mean me to promote her channel. But I'll just leave a link to the video just because I think it's quite interesting as an Amiga fan. Right, that's enough of me waffling. Get over to 8-Bit Retro Refix. Go and check out his content. And hopefully in the future, you'll be able to see my cd32 being fixed up by him. And then we'll get back to some great gameplay. That's enough of me waffling on. Thanks, guys, for watching. I've got some videos planned. I don't know what my next video is going to be. We'll have to see. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you later. See you later. Bye.